The world we live in is different from the world we think we live in. It is a small world, but there is a huge variety of people living in it. From a person who hasn't eaten food and drunk for more than 82 years, to a person living his entire life with iron lungs, today, we are looking at 10 people you won't believe actually exist. Man living with a doll. This image was shared on social media and got viral. According to the post shared on social media, this man loves his human-sized mouse-faced doll more than his wife and gave a divorce to his wife so he could live with the doll whom he loves more than his wife. Imagine giving a divorce to a real woman for a doll. But he didn't stop there. The creepiest part is that he does everyday things with that doll, as if this doll were real. He even sleep with a doll, relaxed in front of a roaring fire, ate together, going to the beach, and going on motorbike trips. He even intimates at night with that doll. He is living his life on a whole new level. Prahlad Jani. This guy is a legend. He is from India, and he is a Breatharian monk who claimed to have lived without water and food since 1940. Now he is 91 years old, and he hasn't drunk or eaten food for more than 82 years. In 2010, scientists studied him and was kept under CCTV surveillance because scientists and doctors couldn't believe he didn't drink or eat. In the Sterling Hospital, doctors and scientists observed him for more than 2 weeks. During this time, doctors and scientists didn't see him take water and food. They found he wasn't just going without water and food. He didn't even do the long toilet and urinate. They said even though he is so thin, he is actually healthy. Till now, researchers have no idea how he lives without drinking and eating. On May 26, 2020, he passed away at the age of 91. Paturani Hosh. Imagine living with a condition that causes you pain and leaves you with permanent burns and sores whenever air blows on your body. This is what happened to a 70-year-old woman from a rural village in India named Paturani Hosh. She was suffering from a rare disease that causes her pain and inflammation whenever air touches her body. Due to this, she always wakes up in the morning before sunrise and ventures down to her local lake and remains in the water up to her neck until sunset. She has been doing this religiously since 1998. She is doing this because she can't afford specialist care for the condition. The only thing that relieved the woman's pain was water. So she spends up to 14 hours in water. She always eats in water. She has been doing it for more than 20 years. Paul Alexander. Paul Alexander is from Dallas, Texas, and he was born on January 10, 1946. He is the last remaining person in the United States who still uses iron lungs. In 1952, at the age of 6, he was paralyzed as a child by polio, and he spent more than 70 years living life in iron lungs. He is popularly known as one of the last people living with iron lung because polio has been eradicated with the help of vaccines. But despite being full-body paralyzed, he graduated with a Juris Doctor from the University of Texas, and he works as a lawyer for many years. Amou Haji. Amou Haji is from Iran and lives alone in the Iranian desert, and he is also known as the world's dirtiest man. He has not bathed for more than 70 years. What's clean for us is something dirty and horrible for him. He lives alone in the desert by eating animals killed on roads by vehicles and drinks 5 liters of water a day from a rusty old soil can. He said to a reporter that his favorite food is rotting porcupines, and when asked when was his last bath, he said 1954. He is a chain smoker and smokes a lot of cigarettes, but when he runs out of cigarettes, he smokes dried animal dung instead of tobacco. In an interview, he said he is afraid of water and believes he will get ill if he washes. After more than 70 years of not bathing, villagers were able to persuade him to take a bath with clean water and soap. But sadly, this bath becomes his last bath. After bathing, he got sick and passed away within a month at the age of 94. Rahma Haruna. Rahma Haruna is from Nigeria, and she was born in 1997. She became famous when her photo became viral on social media. She was suffering from a mysterious condition that stopped her legs and arms from developing properly and was in constant pain. Because of her short arms and legs, she spends her life being carried around in a plastic bowl. When her story became viral, an anonymous person donated a wheelchair so that the bowl she was held in could move around much easier. Her parents spent more than 1 million naira or $2,800 for treatment, but she didn't recover. She had a big dream like other people, which was to start her own grocery business. Her dream didn't come true, and sadly she passed away on Christmas Day at the age of 19. Ziona Chana. 67 years old Ziona Chana is from India, and he is the head of the biggest family in the world. You won't believe how many wives he has. He has whopping 39 wives, 94 children, and 33 grandchildren. In total, he has 166 members in his family. They all live with him in his 4-story mansion. His family is so big that they consume 480 eggs, 200 pounds of rice, and 30 chickens in a single meal. His oldest wife is 72 years old, and his youngest wife is 37 years old. His oldest child is a 52-year-old son, and his youngest child is 8-years-old daughter. In an interview, he said, "When my friend married one wife, they fight and scream all time, but I have so many wives, and I live with them so happily all these years." Sadhu Amar Bharati. Sadhu Amar Bharati is an Indian sadhu. Sadhu means Hindu monk, who is the Hindu god Lord Shiva's biggest devotee. He hasn't lowered his left arm in 49 years, and now he cannot lower his arm. He hasn't lowered his hand since 1973. He did this to dedicate his life to Lord Shiva, to show his dedication towards Lord Shiva. For not using his hand too long, now his hand is useless, he doesn't feel any pain, and his hand is basically dead and unusable. In 1970 he left his 3 kids, wife, and job to devote his life to Lord Shiva. Tom Peters. 38 years old Tom Peter is from the UK and works as a theatre technician, but his passion is to live like a dog. After the office, he dresses like a dog and lives like a dog. At home, he wears a dog costume and sleeps in a crate and walks with his hand and legs like a dog. He also eats dog treats out of a dog bowl, barks, and play with dog toy like a dog. In an interview, he said he spends $4,000 on outfits so he can dress up like a dog. Ronnie and Donnie Galyon. Ronnie and Donnie Galyon were born in 1951, and according to 2009 Guinness World Records, they were the oldest living set of conjoined twins in the world. Ronnie and Donnie Galyon had their own arms, stomachs, body, heart, and legs, but they were joined at the sternum. According to statistics, only 5% of conjoined twins survived birth, and those are mostly female. Sadly, at the age of 68, on June 4, 2020, they passed away. I really hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.